Yeah. What? We good? We live? We live. Listen, I'm gonna start it with this. Serpent is out everywhere Friday, September 24th at midnight. So we're gonna perform a couple tracks from that project. That's all I'll say. We'll get into it. Let's make it happen. Okay. All right. That's right. What the? Yeah. Look, touchdown like 100-yard return. Kinda funny how the mind gotta relearn. Double down on my grind, I'm a preserve. Kinda funny how the hate make me swerve. I just wanna laugh like Ray Liotta. And I'm all ears like Baby Yoda. Watch him switch gears like old Corolla's. Been sick since sidekicks mode. The rollers in my text all flex. They told me, hold up, but I can't. Stephen A. Smith, you might hear me rant. Swing and I miss, I change up my stance. Really nice picture, really nice dance. But you boys don't rap. They took the game, then poisoned that. Here to bring change like coins come back. In the same lane, putting noise on tracks like vroom vroom. Field full of weeds, I'm a new bloom. July through June, I keep speakers on boom boom. Boom bap, bring it on back if it ain't too much to ask. Give thanks, hold up your cup of glass. Be your goddamn self, cause nothing lasts. Tell the DJ, cut that fucking trash. Give me my space. I'ma operate like what should I build in my shop today? Keep it simple, I will not complicate what I am. Space. I'ma operate like what should I build in my shop today? Keep it simple, I will not complicate what I am, yeah. Okay. So that's a joint called Workshop, produced by my brother Clark Work. On the album, you'll see it features Ren Thomas out of New Jersey, as well as my brother Troy Rain out of New Jersey. So that's a sneak peek. They're not here, obviously. So we're just gonna get it. We got a couple other songs from the project that we're gonna preview to you guys. Hope you vibing out there. If you're just checking in, we out here at Motif Mag, my brother DJ Sure Live, and we having some fun. Let's get to the next one. Yeah. What y'all think of my fit out there? Shout out Sammy. Yeah. God is my witness, I'm in this bitch heavy. Not Katy Perry though. I smell the roses, the lilies, the marigolds. They say I'm staying very low like TJ. We in our highlights and replays. Funny cause all of this shining don't need praise. Weekend, we steppin', I'm not in the creepin' industry. People, they give me the creeps. I don't rock Nike, but boy, I'm elite. I pay some dues and I got receipts. We make some money, then find a retreat. Trippin' on trippin', I'm one with the tree. You never ask how you gonna receive. Overconsumption, they stay on the feed. I'm feeding the people, I feel like a nun on the road with the vision. I'm second to none, I don't wanna be a player no more. But I'm big with the pun, shit on the drums, here come the thunder. Yeah, it was cold till we rose at the tundra. All of your bars are as lethal as stun guns. I lost some days, so I'm praying we won some. Working my way out conundrums. I don't need witnesses, this who I am. I don't be pressing cause God got a plan. I get caught up, stuck in the jam, I make it out. Word to the fam. He ain't got bars, but he talk about a brand. I just want lions and wolves in the stands. Light up the venue, I came with the band. If you not on the wagon, you don't understand. Heavy, we gon' pop. Not Katy Perry though. I smell the roses, the lilies, the marigolds. They say I'm grounded, I'm staying very low like TJ. We in our highlights and replays. Funny cause all of this shining don't need praise. I live it up on a weekday, I get to work on the weekend. Not in the creeping, yeah. That's a joint called Katy Perry, off the project as well. That one's produced by my brother Sean out of Utah. Young kid. So that one's hard. That one made the project simply because it's hard. It's the hardest one on there in my opinion. Sure Live last, but it's the hardest one in my opinion, man. So why'd you laugh, Sure? Talk to me. No argument. All right, no argument. I'm with that. So yeah, we already a couple joints down off the project. We got a couple more that we're gonna jump into. This next one is called Funhouse, and I think that this is a great flagship song for the project because it embodies a lot of the messages that I believe Serpent overall kind of signifies. So yeah, we'll get into Funhouse. This is one of my favorite joints for sure. Yeah. Welcome to the Funhouse. Welcome to the Funhouse. Welcome to the Funhouse. I know people that just want clout. for the movie if you talk about anything worth hearing. It's like swimming through the shark mouth. If you pay your mission, I'm like, welcome to the Funhouse. Images distorted, I know people that just want clout. Anything recorded for the movie if you talk about anything worth hearing. It's like swimming through the shark mouth. Hey, right, okay, shark mouth. That's how sharp a turn it take. Start 'em, cut your heart out, left 'em burning on a stake. This is what we want now. This is what we clamor for. Tell 'em put the guns down. Heard about it on channel 4, but now I want that fuck shit. Yelling through my speaker hole. Feel it and it's tempting. See how far and deep it go. I just want my blessings. I don't wanna see below, but now it got me stressing. Walked into the game, they shouted, welcome to the Funhouse. I know people that just want clout. For the movie if you talk about, it's like through the, if you pay admission, I'm like, welcome to the images distorted. I know people that just anything recorded for the movie if you anything worth hearing. It's like, hey, look, if they talking about race on the news, they got agendas. If they talking politics, then they plotting trying to get you. Here's a mixture, a concoction I've concocted. Might prevent your heart from stopping. Pulled up with it, brother, hop and take you backstage. Okay, pennies for your time. The attention span has been banned by design. Hell, if I know why, until it's final lies. The truth is sitting right behind your eyes. Welcome to the Funhouse. I know people that just want clout. For the movie, if you anything worth hearing, it's like swimming through the. If you pay your mission, I'm like, welcome to the Funhouse. Yeah, welcome to the Funhouse. Welcome to the Funhouse. I'm just trying to distract you a little bit. I'm just trying to distract you. Be in line with all the other media you consume. Listen. Produced by my brother Tyler Ocean. One of the goats, one of the real goats. Which is a perfect segue. Because the next joint we're gonna do is, maybe if you're out there watching live, you may have heard this is the only single that's dropped so far. It's Shine, produced by Mikey Ocean, one of the Ocean boys, and this is featuring Miss Marrows, another goat, another legend. I'm actually gonna move my stool for the time being, so we can get up here and have some fun. I'm probably off camera right now. I can't see y'all, but if y'all out there tuning in, Eddie, how's it look? We got an audience out there. If there's at least one person out there, I'm rocking with you. We at Greg's in the back. Greg's an OG. Greg's a legend. So we got Greg Roy. You know where we at? We at the Parlour. So yeah, we gonna vibe out. This one's gonna be real fun. Real fun. What's up, Maros?
What's up, John? Y'all supposed to dab you up.
I know, right? I love her too, man. This is the only song we've made together, and it happened really fast, if I'm not mistaken. I hit you like the day of, like, I'm going to Generous' spot later. I can hear you on this song.
I feel like you was like there. You was like, yo, I'm here. You better get here. And I was like, I'm coming.
Yeah. I'm grateful it happened. It was perfect too. Like,
really,
you have the perfect verse on this song.
Thank you.
And that's what collaboration's about, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's not even a competition. It's just like, can the two people or the multiple people complement the end game the best? You know, bring their strengths to the table. So that's a lot of talking for this song, but you already know the vibe, Trev. What's good? What's good? Let's do it. Yeah. Shine. Okay, they wanna see me glow, they wanna see me shine. I ain't even know, I'ma go ahead get mine. They wanna see me grow, I'ma go spread my vines. They wanna see me blow, I think it's tick time. They wanna see me shine. I ain't even know, I'ma go ahead get mine. They wanna see me, I'ma go on my, let's go. Okay.
Tick time.
They wanna see me max out. They just wanna see me low. I ain't got shit to be mad about. I do not worry about
Foes.
All they wanna know is step out. I do not do it for show. I heat it up when they tap out. But I don't be by the stove. I hit the note and we
Northbound.
All the way, yo. They wanna know what it costs now.
They never knew what it was.
I got the message across town. I got the city on agua. Mama, you know you get mucho. All of these niggas get nada. Nobody got a cosign. But they still do. You had
Your time.
Now they don't feel you. I'm not a sideline guy, not in your rear view. I took the gates down.
Now I'ma bill you, cause they don't wanna see me.
They don't wanna see me shine.
I ain't even know.
I'ma go ahead get mine. They don't wanna see me. I'ma go spread my vines. They don't wanna see me. I think it's tick. They don't wanna see me. They don't wanna see me shine. I ain't even know. I'ma go ahead get mine. They don't wanna see me. I'ma spread all my vines. They don't wanna see me.
Yeah.
I think it's tick time.
The wait is over.
Uh-huh.
Here to take over. Bruce bring the
Water.
water. But he know that I bring it
too.
too. We on the street, we could never
Lose.
lose. Yeah, this is all that we ever do. Boyfriend and girlfriend can never choose. Baby, don't sleep, you should never snooze. They just keep calling.
Okay.
I feel the orders.
That's right.
Stacking like hoarders.
Okay.
They know I'm important.
Let's go.
Don't hate that I'm gorgeous. I'm lit. I got them all up in my biz. They
Now.
on top of they list.
Right.
Just hit
I don't miss.
This is all we know.
Okay.
This is how we grind.
That's right.
This is all we know.
Okay.
This is how we grind.
What up?
They don't wanna see me blow.
They don't.
I pay them no mind.
Yeah,
I just gotta
They wanna see me
shine.
glow. They wanna see me shine.
I ain't even know. I'ma go ahead get mine.
They wanna see me.
Hey,
I'ma go spread my bun.
hey.
They wanna see me blow. Think it's
Tick tick time, time,
They wanna
time.
see me. They
Wanna
wanna
see me shine.
I ain't even know. I'ma go ahead get mine. They wanna see me blow. I'ma spread all
Yeah.
my vines. They wanna see me.
I think it's tick tick time, 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 time.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys. That's awesome. If
Thank
you're out there,
y'all.
make some noise for DJ Sherlock. Make some noise for Miss Marrows.
Thank
Make
you.
some noise for Eddie Bills, for Motif, for Greg, for the Parlour, for everybody. I need another hug. I appreciate you. I'm bringing my stool back. All right, so that's it for Tracks Off a Serpent. I've given you enough. We're going to perform a joint right now, which is going to come after Serpent. I can't say when, but it's going to come out after Serpent. It's also very fun. It's produced by my brother Generous, another legend, another Rhode Island legend. So let's do it. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Said if you bad and you know just what you like. I didn't traffic, I crashed your motorbike. Gotta have it, I had to know the heights of your magic. Let's go. Know just what you like, yeah. Motorbike, whoa. Your magic, yeah. Boo do you, I never knew you had that kind of power over me. Pull me closer, these nights they bleeding today. I got my eye upon your guidelight. Stop in time, but when the time right. Through the labyrinth, imagining what's happening in your world. If you bad, then you know. I didn't traffic, I crashed your motorbike. Had to know the heights of your. Ooh, said if you and you know just what you like, yeah. Like, yeah. Hey, right, yeah. Look, I got a feeling you're dealing today. Oh, the magic I'm feeling away. If it's tragic, then we've been astray. May the addict of me is the way you lead me in and you're pulling me closer. I like the way that nobody approach your eye. Wonder if I can add to this. Imagine if we built a world. Said if you bad and you know. I didn't traffic, I crashed your motorbike. Yeah. Your magic. Said if you bad and you know just what you like. I didn't traffic, I crashed your motorbike. Gotta have it, I had to know the heights of your magic. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Magic. So this is a joint called Like Magic. Once again, produced by my brother Generous. Doesn't have a release date, but it feels like Halloween. It just feels like that kind of vibe. I don't know. So we'll see. It'll come out eventually. Magic. Yeah. Shout out to G, man. So this is also gonna be our last joint, but I feel like it went by really fast. It always kind of goes by really fast. That seems like a really, really, really fast stream. So I don't know if we can pull out another song. If SureLive has something in the crates, he can maybe find. We may do another joint. See if we can end off on another good note. Hey, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Eddie gave us a thumbs up, so we good. Hey, right, water barrel, hey, yeah, man, you gotta rock with me. People champ Dwayne Johnson, running through the city like I'm Rome, I'm exhausted. Engineer tripping, hit the booth, then I lost it. Lot of ice cold shit, brewing like in Boston, I'm bossing. Bossed up, got no caution, I'm bossing. Talking business with my people and we bossing. You could witness from the crowd, but I'm bossing. Ain't no funny shit allowed, man, we bossing. Okay, no funny shit allowed, but I'm bossing like I'm Michael Scott. Flossing weight, psych I'm not. I got no love for that pout shit. I don't rub shoulders with them people on that doubt. Ain't about shit. I'ma run the game for a while. On that new shit, different day, different pile. Artie call me Hollywood and I can only smile. Cause I do it for the city. Put some anchors on my crown. Simmer down. Dap me up then ask me where I been. Know I'm in the stew or I'm playing with my kids. Either way they getting sunned. I need seconds in the crumbs. Any second I go dumb. School these niggas, they alumni. You gotta rock with me. People champ Dwayne Johnson. Running through the city like I'm Rome. I'm exhausted. Engineer tripping, hit the booth, then I lost it. Lot of ice cold shit. Brewing like in Boston, I'm bossing. Bossed up, got no caution, I'm bossing. Talking business with my people and we bossing. You could witness from the crowd, but I'm bossing. Ain't no funny shit allowed. Okay, water falling enough now, that's a long shot. Infinite mean we never gone stop. Nowadays I keep 'em on stone watch. Any given day, I Miami hurricane. I might make another lane. Dominion over brain, so I manifest. I can't let nobody on this plane, that's what the manifest said. When I land, I'm less dead. I go nuts, I go bananas. That's banana bread, bitch. Pay me what you owe me. What's the going rate for? I want all this priceless energy to wrap my... You can't pay that, I don't play that. I'll excel through all endeavors. Reappear in any form you place and bet. You know you gotta rock with me. People champ Dwayne Johnson. Running through the city like I'm Rome. I'm exhausted. Engineer tripping, hit the booth, then I lost it. Lot of ice cold shit. Brewing like in Boston. I'm bossing, okay. Got no caution, I'm bossing, okay. With my people and we bossing, okay. But I'm bossing. Ain't no funny shit allowed, okay. Said water falling enough now, that's a long shot. Infinite mean we never gonna stop. Nowadays I keep 'em on stone watch. Any given day, I'm Miami. Running back said water falling enough now, that's a long shot. Infinite mean we never gonna stop. Nowadays I keep 'em on stone watch. Any given day, I'm Miami hurricane. Okay. Shout out to my brother Rome too. I always shout him out in that song. Thank you guys, thank you, Gary. I always shout out him in that song, and I never shout him out after the song. My brother Rome shoots a bunch of the videos you see me in. So I think that's our set. That's our music for today. Make sure September 24th you go and find Serpent, Joe Bruce Serpent. We got a lot of great collaborators on there. You know, that's one of my favorite things to do. I found out, you know, the past couple of years. And yeah, man, great production, just a lot of fun. I think it's a really dope project. So yeah. September 24th, Friday, midnight. Make sure you stream it. Make sure you share it with somebody. If you like it, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with somebody. Yeah, that's about it for me. One more time for DJ SureLive. If you're out there, clap with your family. You out there watching, my brother. One more time for Miss Marrows. Got Eddie Bills. Everybody that came out here early to set this up for us. Make sure you come visit the Parlour, too. If you're in the area, they always got something good going on here. Check out their events on their website. We did Roadie Rap here on Saturday. That was epic. That was really, really dope. So they got the best pizza, the bar pizza, right? So, and stay tuned for the interview, too. We're going to do an interview, you know, with Motif. So, yeah, stay tuned. I don't know if it's going to cut out. We good? And watch, I'm still on camera, and they're like, "Hey, look at Joe. Joe's like putting his feet in the air."
This is Between the Notes, Gary Janzinski, and Motif Magazine interviewing Joe Bruce, Rhode Island's own.
What.
So other than in Rhode Island, have you lived anywhere else?
I have lived nowhere else but Rhode Island, like most other Rhode Islanders. Born and raised in Providence.
Passport to go to Aquidneck Island?
Pretty much. Block Island, anywhere, any island from here.
And how old are you?
I'm 29 years old.
29 years old. When did you start your journey in the music world?
It's weird because I really started rapping probably like 12, 13 years old, middle school into high school. Met Clarkwork, who I make music with consistently now. I met him freshman year at LaSalle. He was the first person to really record me in his garage out in Lincoln. So those are the beginning days. But when I turned 18, a lot of family stuff going on. My best friend, who I really made music with, Inc., he moved to New York for school, so I just stopped. I didn't make music for 6 years. Probably a little longer than that, honestly. And
when did you start? What year?
Like, when did I come back?
No, when did you start doing music?
Oh, man.
Period.
Period was probably like 2005 or 4, like middle school days.
Then when did you stop?
And I stopped, I want to say 2010, 2011, no later than 2011. And I came back in 2017. So 6 years. So I had gone through so much with my family at that point, and you know, just my professional career, and thought I was going to be an investment advisor, and I did that for a year. And ultimately, it was just too much. I was like, it's not for me. I started driving for Uber, and that was a great experience. I was driving in Boston for a while, met so many different people. It was just, I needed that experience when I look back. And I met a guy one night randomly on the street. He was wearing a Boston Bruins jersey. He flagged me down. He was like, listen, if you bring me to Worcester, I'll give you $60. I'm like, all right, cool. But it was a great ride because we were talking, and I was like, yeah, I used to make music back in the day, but there's dudes like even J. Cole, who I really rock with, they say a lot of stuff that I would say, like, it's cool. I don't really. He was like, bro, if you tell your story, there'll be people out there that can relate. Because I was kind of feeling like there wasn't a place for me in music. And he said that, and it just stuck. And I went and I found Sure Live like a week later. I knew if I was going to get back into the scene, I would have to find him. I remember I went to his mom's house because that's the last place I knew. His mom and his sister come to the window like, who are you, type of deal. And I just gave him the rundown. They're like, oh, they gave me his number or something like that, and we made it happen. Literally that day, I went to his house, reunited with Clark.
Is that when you started again, or is that your original?
That's when I started again. So
what made you originally start music?
I think just being a really big hip-hop fan. There's a story that I tell sometimes. I went to community prep for middle school, and there was a kid, E.J. Traub. I walked in the lunchroom, and they were all like freestyling at the table, but he was cracking on everybody. He was getting everybody good. And I walk in, and he gets me, and I couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't do anything about it. He's like an 8th grader, I'm a 6th grader. I can't rap like at that point. So that's what made me like, I gotta at least be ready to defend myself the next time. So that's where the writing started. But I've always been a huge fan. I was probably 12. I was 12.
Out of humiliation.
Yeah, pretty much. Not like deathly humiliation, but just like, damn, you got me, bro. Like, you know. But yeah, that's
pretty much
really
how
the
middle
story.
School runs.
Absolutely.
Was rap the only? That's what you started with, rap? There wasn't
definitely
clarinets. There wasn't the saxophone.
Well, actually, no. Literally, the saxophone. I took saxophone lessons for like 30 minutes. My mom, I think, went to like Luca Music. They got me the sax.
Yep.
And I went to classes. This had to be like 3rd grade, and the teacher was so mean. The guy was I'm like, bro, I just picked up a saxophone. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but he was just a mean old guy. And I was like, I'm done. I'm good. Didn't want it. Like in retrospect, I'm an adult. I'm like, damn, mom, I'm sorry, but.
Was there any motivation, anything positive out of it?
No.
That experience?
Not at all. And I mean, also, I just like looked at the saxophone like, oh, it'd be cool, but I wasn't like dedicated. That was a big thing about my younger life. This run with music was the first thing I've ever dedicated myself to over a period of time. As a kid, I played quarterback. I was a pitcher, and like everything kind of came easy when I was younger. Once there became a wall of like, all right, you're gonna have to work to exceed this. I just stopped. I didn't realize that till I was an adult, you know, and you know. That's just my story, and I'm grateful it happened the way it happened, and that now we're just pushing harder than ever. But yeah, I did not push very hard when I was a young kid. I just chilled out.
When you started rap, was it original raps, or did you rap covers?
I think naturally you have your idols. Jay-Z was my guy. My dad is a huge Jay-Z fan. And so that was back Jay-Z versus Nas, so that made me like have to not like Nas for some reason, you know what I mean, as a kid. And Yeah, I have this vivid memory being in the second grade. He pulled me out of school. I got a good report card. He was bringing me to KB Toys to get a new video game. But on the way there, he was playing Jay-Z's "It's a Hard Knock Life for Us." And he was breaking down the lyrics, like what he really meant by this, all the double entendres. So like being that little and realizing that existed in music,
The meaning behind it.
That's why I'm the writer that I am today, is just that perspective. Like I never wanted to rap and like it be weak or not really be about anything, you know, just because of that experience with my dad. So he was big. Even when I first, like I said, I started rapping and I told him, like when he found out, he was excited. But he was like, you need to go out and get the best of Eric B. and Rakim, EPMD. I was listening to Audio 2. I was listening to so many like old rappers as a kid. I realized, wow, there's some of these things that they were doing back then that are still constant today, and there's some things that have evolved. And it just like got my brain working in that kind of way early on, and made me want to develop my own style, I guess. For the most
Were there
part.
any other instruments other than the saxophone, catastrophe?
I don't think so. And even to this day, like, there have been times where I've thought, like, oh, you know, I want to produce. And I produced a tiny bit when I was a kid on FL Studios. But I realized I just need to put the right people around me, hone my skills, and like, do my job. You know, I don't have to. There's some people that are great at doing the whole thing, the writing, the production, the video. They do it all. And, like, I just don't feel the urge to be that guy. I like working on the best team, you know what I mean, and just making it happen. That always feels the best. And
You love the words.
yeah,
meanings.
exactly. I love the words. I feel like my role. I love writing. Doesn't matter what it is. I wrote articles in school when I was a kid. Like anything. I wrote books as a little kid. I would do all that. I still want to write books as I age a little
Words.
bit.
Huh. Why did you start? Other than the humiliation, what?
Rap? Well. So you know, back in that like story in Boston, I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. I just start kicking the tires and. I think for me as a person, I have to be climbing a mountain consistently. And I've realized that, and that started more in adulthood, but I realized that it wasn't going to be easy to like build a name for you out of nowhere. Those 6 years, I also didn't have any social media. I did not have a personal Facebook, Instagram. Technology had passed me. I would go home. I had a daughter at that time. It was just me and my girl. We building our lives. So when I got back in it, I realized, well, I have to promote it somehow. There was just like every step of the way it was from the bottom. So yeah, just that energy of like proving myself, that's big in rap. You know, having to prove yourself is one of the reasons that it like, or that's a lot of the coal that's burning in there.
What was the creative thing in that 6 years where you weren't doing any music?
I don't even know if I was being that creative, honestly. I played a lot of basketball, a lot of men's league basketball, because I wasn't, out of all the sports I played as a kid, I didn't play basketball. Because I was tall, and they would throw me down low and not pass me the ball. So I was just like, I'm not doing it. So as an adult, I started playing a lot more basketball. I like went to a couple CCRI summer camps. Like I was going to try to walk on their team. These are all my thoughts back then. And yeah, I ended up playing a ton of men's leagues and just taking it seriously. Like, I'm in the gym, and I'm just like, playing men's league basketball, not thinking that I'm ever gonna rap again. But yeah, I wasn't very creative. I think that was a perfect time for me to take in a lot of information, because when I was rapping when I was younger, I wasn't talking about shit really. You know what I mean? Like I had metaphors, like I had different things. Like I always had the cleverness, I guess, but substance-wise, I didn't live enough life.
Nothing deep.
I didn't know enough. So like I said, I went to Boston driving an Uber. I met people from all over the world. My perspective had changed so much. That when I came back, the first song I wrote was Soul. That actually came out this past January, but that was the first song I wrote. Shout out to Frank Fitted, who's the first person to ever send me a beat after everything. But yeah, Soul was the first song, ended up being reproduced by Clark. And that song is very substantive. Like,
Is that on an album yet?
Yeah, it's on the rough mixes that came out. So that was one of the songs that would have never came out if we didn't decide to put out that rough mixes tape. So yeah, and it's a song about a relationship, about a woman, but it's definitely one that's very much respects women, and I feel like it's thoughtfully done.
Are you still working on it, or is that one of those songs you're gonna constantly evolve, or is it done?
Yeah, that song's done. That song's out there. There are people that hit me up and say they really like that song. It's one of my girls' favorite songs for sure. Ashley loves that song. But yeah.
What is your favorite song, period? Yours, somebody else's?
My daughter asked me that question. She asked me what's my favorite everything all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's a personal thing. I have to ask a psychologist. Like
Mood.
it's hard for me to have a favorite anything.
Me
I
too.
feel like I detach from things so much. Not that I don't enjoy them. I don't enjoy my life, but just I feel like yeah, this would be my favorite.
It's in
That'll
a
be your
group of things that are.
Yeah, I have things I
favorable.
enjoy, but picking
Yeah,
a
me
favorite
too.
is tough. Like pick a favorite show,
Yep.
pick a favorite book. I don't
Food.
know.
Yep.
All these songs that I've made. How do I pick a favorite? I feel like "Wish" is a song that affects people the most. It's the most effective song I've ever written, and that's just basing it off of how people approach me about it. And after performing, I performed it in very laid back situations. People are sitting down, like really listening to every word, and you could tell it's moving to them. And it's really just about like my wishes for humanity. And it was off our first EP, but yeah, I mean,
Is there a theme to a song that you really like, whether it's yours or somebody else's?
I mean, I love Serpent. I could talk about the album all day. I really love
Pace,
Serpent.
a theme,
Yeah.
whatever. Nothing.
No, because I feel like it's always like what I'm working on currently is my favorite thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't be working on it. You know, if it isn't a step, if at least I don't feel like it's a step somewhere creatively or past where I was, then I kind of don't want to be doing it. So I just kind of try to live in the now, and maybe that's.
Do you
what it
listen
is.
to many other people's stuff?
Not very much. In that 6-year stretch, I didn't. I didn't listen to much rap at all. I really felt like a lot of the people when I came back, it was like. This new trap stuff is trash and boom bap for life, and like there's still a big community that feels that way. So at first I was like that too, because I felt like in that stretch there was so much music that was coming out that I just didn't care for. It seemed like music was being dumbed down. So I listened to a ton of, like, I love Bob Marley, obviously. I love Jack Johnson. I love Jason Mraz even, Eric Hutchinson, Tribal Seeds, just like laid back stuff with people that can write. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I wake up in the morning, coffee. I love coffee, you know what I mean? Not drinking coffee, but the artist coffee. So yeah, those are the kinds of artists I listen to a lot like before I came back into music. So even now, I feel like music is very much vibration. I'll put on a song that puts me in a vibration for the time that I'm in.
Is that you're trying to give that same vibration to the listeners of your music?
Absolutely. So Serpent is the perfect example. So Serpent to me is dark music for good people, because vibrationally, it's not going to leave you feeling low vibrationally. That's not the point of it. A lot of the music that's released today, it's done first of all over like tribally, like war-ready beats, like you think about the drums in them. So it makes you ready for a certain thing, and then they talk about violent things, and they talk about killing each other, and they talk, you know what I mean? So like like words are magic. I've always felt that way, and I feel it more now, and I feel like there's a lot of dark magic being spun by, unfortunately, hip-hop and other genres as well, but like hip-hop is almost like funded for that reason, to be a tool to like keep people down, even though it does so many other great things. So that's why certain music becomes popular and certain other music doesn't, even though it may be of good quality. So yeah, I definitely with any song that I'm gonna release, I think about how the listener is gonna feel when they listen to it. Not everybody's the same, everybody's gonna digest it differently, but overall, you can get a good feel for like what the effect will be.
At a show, what's your reaction they're looking for? You just like
I try to
full
be
energy, or you want them thinking about
So
what
first
you're
of all,
doing?
I'm a big dude, so it's the full energy. Maybe a few years back you would have caught me with that, but I'm more so because I feel like I know myself in the lyrics, or why a lot of my fans rock with me. I try to give them a good show lyrically.
You want them
which
to
is
get it.
A lot of people perform over their tracks. They let the crowd sing their songs, like they're not singing it. And I feel like if you come to see me, I want to stand out. I want to do what I do. So I really focus on performing the song well. But when it comes to performing, I'm trying to expand. When it comes to writing, that's my thing. When it comes to performing and so many other things, I'm a baby. And I'm just trying to get better and better and better, and give people their money's worth when they come and see me or watch a live stream.
Are you creative in any other ways?
Definitely. So I work in marketing now, which only happened because I had to learn music marketing. So I went to my job like, hey, after I learn this stuff, we could blah, blah, blah. And so I feel like that is probably the second most creative area, just in like thinking outside the box and, and enticing people to want to, come into what we're doing.
Does that affect your music now?
Not really. It affects so like I read a book called Contagious recently. It was just recommended to me by a guy on Facebook, and it was a very good book. He pitched it to me as like, this is the book Nipsey Hussle read before he did that $100 album. And I'm like, okay, I got to read that. But so that's a book where I've been able to implement certain things into my job, but also into pushing an album or a song or different things. Just the psychology behind what makes us like certain things or what makes us share certain things is big too. But overall, I mean, creativity, I think being a problem solver. I've gotten to a point in my life now where it really doesn't matter what happens. I can pause and try to find some way to rectify a situation. And I think that takes creativity too. So having the confidence in that creativity, I don't really let many things bug me,
Your Uber driving was your creative outlet for a while,
Yeah,
just
that's true.
experiencing and marketing.
Listen
whatever.
to so much NPR back then. So much,
Yeah.
so much NPR driving
Reading,
around in
listening,
Boston.
all that is absorbing into your music somehow.
Very true. Very, very true.
Have you had any creative blocks since you've back? I guess 6 years was a pretty big block, but since then, has there been any
And maybe that's what
short-term
it
ones?
is, because people ask me if I get writer's block, and I don't. And maybe it's just because I had that time to fully be soaking in and not writing. So maybe in 6 years I will have writer's block.
You'll take 6 years on, 6 years off.
But honestly, I think the reason why I don't, knock on wood, Jesus, I don't want to start getting it, but the reason I feel like I don't get writer's block is because I only do it if I want to be doing it. I follow the energy.
Something motivates you to do
Exactly.
it, so you're not blocking.
And it's to the point where like I only do it if it'll keep me up if I don't finish it. So like I just got this beat and it's like, oh, I love it. I'm talking to my girl, but I'm like, all right, I gotta go write this song. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? And I just follow that vibe, and it's never really. I always feel like, I don't know, whatever you call it. It's more the universe coming through me. If I can become still enough, I cannot, like we were talking about earlier. If I cannot be worried about what people think about this or whatever, I can really become a vessel to channel things that are unique for this realm, if you will.
So the motivation hits you rather than you sitting down saying, I'm going to write something.
Yeah, I never go into a song with a concept. I never go into a song with wanting to say a line. I did that when I was a kid. I used to have and a lot of rappers do this, but I had a bunch of punchlines just saved on my computer. So whenever I went to write, but there's a slavery to that. Because now you're like, oh, but I want to use this line, so I got to, whereas you could let it flow.
Yep.
And you have to develop trust in that flow.
Jamming that lyric in there is going to change.
Exactly. And then you got to move it up, different things around, at least in the way
Which
I
might
write.
not be bad, but
Right,
it's different
exactly.
than your process.
Yeah, so to the whole block thing, I feel like there are times where if I've sat at a certain point in the writing for too long, at least to me, a couple minutes or whatever, I'll go back. I'll take 3-4 lines away. Something that would have scared me as a kid, like, damn, now I'm gonna be here writing even longer. But I'll do it, and pretty much every time I do, it flows after that. So just that's a cool metaphor for life, even. If it's just the pieces aren't fitting, back up. It's okay to back up, and yeah, I guess not putting too much weight on any one line or any one idea.
If nobody listened to Rough Cuts, would Serpent have happened?
Definitely, because we're at a point now where we do have people that rock with us genuinely, and so I want to continuously give them something to be proud about when they're out there telling their friends like, oh, Joe Bruce is the best rapper, bro. Like, I want to give you something to back that up. Like, thank you, you know what I mean? So there's that, but
You're doing it for yourself.
I'm doing it for, exactly. This is like, if I stopped making music right now, I don't know what the hell I would do. I'm fortunate enough to have a beautiful family. That is all the other part of my time is my family and working and stuff. But yeah, I definitely have found the thing that I feel like I'm here to do. At the very least in terms of writing, and I just want to do it as much as possible. You don't know how much time you have. You don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna record my last song. Like we're in the studio and we're chilling and we're assuming and we're having conversations like, oh man, it's gonna be so dope when we're over here and we're doing it. And it's like maybe that never happens. It's still possible. I need to accept that so I can value right now. And so that's where I'm at right now. I love everything. I love being here. I'm very grateful. Any chance that we get, I'm much more grateful for it than I was in the beginning. I felt like I deserved certain things. Now I'm just happy that I have anything,
I saw on your Instagram you have this little routine. If you're going to be on camera, you make it the silly sound. Is that a routine before every show, or is there a routine
I wouldn't say
every show?
I wouldn't say it's a routine before the shows. It's something that I do often when I'm recording with my people. Like when they've got the camera on me and I've got to do something. Like I said earlier, writing is my thing. Everything else is not my thing. So being on camera, I've had to learn and sometimes I just gotta get the funnies out, if you will, before they.
Is there any routine? Food, drink, anything?
Not really. I mean, I try not to eat too close to performances. I'm not trying to burp on stage. My vocal coach, Alexis Lee, she taught me just about drinking enough water. Your vocal cords need it. Whether you're rapping, singing, no matter what you're doing, like drinking enough water is huge, and that helped me out a lot. But that's like the day before even you're starting to drink, you know, for this.
So there was no big bowl of green M&Ms like the Beatles used to do?
No, I'm not really superstitious at all or anything like that. I just feel like I gotta be calm enough. I like to. There are days where I'll do some stretching and meditating before. That's always helpful. But yeah, every single show is different. I approach every set different. Maybe that'll change. We're doing like big national shows if we get that opportunity. But I just like to make the set fit the crowd, you know. And so it's always new. Everything's new every time I do it.
Is there a motivation to perform that night, or in general, a person, place, thing? Is it just inside you?
Yeah, just inside me, I guess. I feed off the energy of my people. So like we just performed in New Hampshire, and the crowd wasn't huge, but we had people from Rhode Island drive to New Hampshire with their water bearer shirts on. So I don't care if they were the only people there. I was gonna rock that show hard for them. Like, how could you not? And to have them in the crowd singing the songs with me, yeah, I'm definitely gonna turn up at that point. Like you have to. So that I guess is the motivation. Sure Live going hard with me too. Like that's always dope. You know what I mean? He starts getting into it. It's pretty much that.
Do you record in Rhode Island too?
Yeah, absolutely. So I mainly record at The Den, which is a studio owned by my brother Clarkwork. A lot of the music I release is Joe Bruce and Clarkwork. So that's the kid I met freshman year, and we reunited. So yeah, he's in The Den. He's in a historic building. A lot of artists would know the spot off Elmwood. Ton of studios in there, but he's got a nice spot, and his mixing and mastering is next level in my opinion. That's the difference. That's where you stand out. There are people that have cool lyrics, even a cool song structure, all that stuff, but their song doesn't sound quality. There have been so many songs to blow up that weren't the best lyrically, but they were mixed and mastered by the greatest. So Clark brings you that energy. So I feel like
have you watched anybody else record?
Yeah, no. So and I don't take anything away from some of the. We have the reason Rhode Island music has gotten better is we have great mix and master and engineer specialists. You got Generous, you got Larry O, you got Merck, obviously historic Boiler Room. I recorded with all of them recently. I'm trying to think of who. This is a good one. Slick. You got Slick Mix. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of great engineers out here,
and that improves the whole.
That improves the whole scene. I don't think a lot of people talk about that.
Yours, theirs, no banana.
Absolutely, it's easier to like put a playlist like Roadie Rap together because now you see those engineers I just named. They're engineering most of the songs on there, and they're all very high quality. So it makes the whole state look better.
What's the extent of your touring so far?
Right now, I've performed in Connecticut, New Hampshire, a ton in Rhode Island, obviously.
Jersey.
I actually didn't perform in Jersey. That would have been awesome, and we're working on something for sure. I went out there actually to meet Ren Thomas, help them out with a video, and it's dope. We ended up making a song. But yeah, so a lot of my life in general, I've never been on a plane. So I haven't done a lot of traveling growing up. And it just feels like now is the
There's
time.
no plans in the near future yet?
Oh, definitely. Now it's like this is the year. Before COVID hit, our whole goal was 10 new states. That's what we were literally walking
killed
into.
the last year.
Yes, we had just performed in Connecticut. We had a show booked in Maine for the first time, and 10 new states was our goal. And then COVID hit, and the Maine show got canceled, and that was just, refocused. But it didn't slow us down. I feel like the best thing for our career so far has been COVID. It forced us to be creative and not lose steam at all. Yep. And everybody's at home. Everybody's on their phone. So we applied pressure last year with Saturday Sauce that was the second time, but the first time with videos. Basically, each week I'm rapping over an industry, a popular old beat, and people start to expect it and get ready for it. So we built a lot of our brand doing that. This year we doubled down. We did it again, tried to do it bigger, tried to do it better. But without COVID, there's a lot of things that we wouldn't have had to learn to do, and it just took that
pushed
time.
You to the point on Friday is your big dates.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Serpent's coming out on.
Serpent will be out September 24th. I'm very, very excited. I mean, I think at this point we're a little over 2 days away, so very exciting for sure.
You want to come up, introduce your team?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Please. My brother DJ Sherlive right here. The one, like I said, I wouldn't even be doing it if his mom didn't give me his number that day.
Moms are the key.
Moms are the key, that is for sure. Blessed. Yeah, it was.
Are you Rhode Island born and raised?
Rhode Island born and raised,
All
absolutely.
right. Well, we got to get you guys out to the rest of the world.
Well, luckily I've been on a plane, so my mission is to get him on a
That's
plane.
hard not to be on a plane.
You
actually.
know? So, yeah, no, it's been a beautiful journey. Definitely honoring when he did come to the house. It was funny because my mom calls me and is like, yo, hey, so one of your friends was here? And I'm like, I'm thinking of the regular people that show up regularly. And it's like, I don't know, he was kind of tall. He said he met you a while ago. I got his number for you. So I'm like, okay, call him up. Yo, it's Joe. Oh, Rhapsody, what's good? 'Cause
How
he used
long
to go
ago
by
was that?
different. This was back in 2017, right?
17.
So I knew him as a different name when he was in the circuits when he was younger. So
It's 4 years in the works.
absolutely. So yeah, it's been a journey since.
Well, beautiful interview. Very nice to meet you. Between the notes.
Likewise.
The Parlour.
Yeah.
And thank you. R1 and Trinity Brewhouse. Thank you very much.
Ooh, I gotta step over at
The
R1.
endorsers. Very important.
R1 and Trinity.
you all.
Thank y'all. Thank you. What.